Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brian at Whisper Status 74. I am at a Target grabbing some stuff for my kids and came across the TV section. Target has more online than they do in store. But a few months ago, at a Target by my house, different Target than this one, had an Oled with probably the worst burn-in I've ever seen. I've also just done a video on my S9 Plus, which is where I see most burn-in is on phones, and it's very seldomly even brought up that there's an issue with phones being more able to burn in than the displays are. But I have to show you this TV here. It's actually a B9, and it's the actual same demo that was on the demo of the B8 that I saw last year that caused the same burn-in. Now, there is no fear-mongering about showing you guys burn-in, but many of you haven't seen it in the wild to see what burn-in actually looks like. And before I show you that, some TCLs, elements, a lot of TVs, nothing in here I'd really recommend at this time, but they have much more on the website. But as you come over to this display, this is a B9 OLED. 55 inches. You can actually see the NASA logo burned in to the background. You guys can see that pretty clearly. This is a different Target than the one I was at, but it's the same demo. And that was on last year's B8. This is a B9. Even worse. Now, that's just to show you an extreme case of it. Some other demos of other TVs, but you can clearly see the NASA demo behind it. Now, the real culprit behind this is that same demo, whenever they played it, was hitting over and over and over at the highest peak brightness, I imagine, or in store mode. But you can see every level of it on the display. Static images burned into a very high-end display. This is the B9. Now, on another Target, I saw the actual B8 have burned in. You can actually see that video on the channel. This is the actual demo. So what's interesting is you can still see other burn-in from other things in the background. See it? So very high peak brightness, just hitting that, or not high peak brightness, but the TV at its brightest setting, just hitting that over and over. Now, I found, like I said, burn-in to be more evident on phones than on OLEDs, and this is not the norm. To me, I would have no problem buying an OLED. I'm not fearful at all for burn-in, but I gotta show you probably the worst case I've ever seen of it in the wild. Different Target, same demo, even more burn-in than the last one. B9. I don't know how LG would leave this up here, but that burn-in is very problematic. That demo was problematic. I can only imagine short intervals, and when it comes up, the image detection must hit, because that's burned in, and the words that come up at the very end are also burned in. So you can see it all through here. See? Let's see it there. So again, same demo, different store, newer display, and it burned in. Now again, this is not indicative of what would happen in your home unless you ran demos at full peak brightness all the time. But you'll see it as it gets light again. That harmonic just keeps hitting over and over. There's a great black level, a very dirty screen, I might add. And that's what burns in, this whole image here. And you'll see it as it kicks off. bored kid's reflection in the TV. It's not as visible there. There it is. There's my leg. There it is. So what is this video? This video is not to tell you to be careful of burn-in. It's merely to show you the worst case I've ever seen in store. And ironic enough, last year's B8, different target, same demo, same results. Alright guys, again, no burn-in fear mongering happening. Just saying, this is just showing it to you out in the wild. And it's nothing to be afraid of because you guys aren't running it this way, but I had to show it to you. Alright guys, I'll be catching up to the comments in the last few videos. This is a B9 and a target, that NASA logo. I'm telling you, it's really just these quick intervals of these demos over and over and over again. So that's probably the only cautionary part of the video. But mostly I've seen burn-in more on phones that no one's talking about. Alright guys, B9, target, take care.